Welcome everybody to the TeenSpace podcast, a teen commentary where we talk about our interests, whether they're personal or mutual. I'm here. I'm your host Caesar, and I'm here joined by my co-host Emily.
Emily, hi, hello.
How are you doing today, Emily?
I'm doing well, I could be doing better, but I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, and I'm sorry to hear about that. But hopefully, throughout the podcast, you'll feel better. So
Thank you.
today's episode, we're gonna talk about films that are coming out this year, and I wanted to look over a few and ask your opinion about a few of them, and see what your thoughts are about them. Starting off, I want to talk about the new Toy Story 4 movie. What do you think about that?
Um at first I was a little bit thrown off just because I thought Toy Story 3 was like the end and I didn't really see anything after that Toy Story 3, but I'm excited to see what they have and I'm I'll be able to tell whether I like it or not because I grew up watching Toy Story 1 and 2 my whole childhood, and that was like my top favorite childhood movies. So I'm excited what Toy Story 4 is going to be about. What about you?
I was a little conflicted, I won't lie. I thought that Toy Story 3 was probably the best way you could have ended it off, and to have another movie come out just a few years later, it kind of contradicts what the ending was supposed to be. It does make me excited to see what Pixar has in store, but for the most part, I'm gonna have to be a little on the fence about it. But we'll see how things go.
Yeah, I understand that. I think maybe it'll be good, and if not, then
Yeah. So, yeah, I just think it's gonna be, especially with new audiences nowadays and kids growing up with that stuff. It'll be like an eye opener for newer, younger audiences. So
yeah.
we'll see how that goes. Starting off with the next movie, I want to see what you think about The Lion King remastered as live action.
Oh my God, yes. I actually saw the trailer, and I loved it. I personally love Lion King and the fact that it's not like coming into like a realistic type of.
CG kind of animated.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool, and I think it's gonna be even more emotional because it looks more of like real, you know.
I didn't get the opportunity to see the trailer. I was told about it, but I never was fortunate to see the trailer. But it kind of got me, I was really excited to hear about that, but it got me really sad knowing that we're going to be able to see that tragic scene with Mufasa in
Yes.
like live animated.
Yeah.
Just being able to see that, I probably will get some past
I'm gonna get
horrors.
emotional. I'm not
It's
gonna
gonna be a
lie.
really emotional movie. Just being able to witness that all in live animated, computer animated.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a really emotional ride. But for the most part, I'm gonna be looking forward to Pumbaa and Timon Hakuna Matata moments. Man.
Yes, I'm so
I'm
excited.
not gonna lie. It's gonna be one hell of a ride.
Yeah.
Uh,
Can't wait. I honestly can't wait. I'm totally gonna go to the movie theaters to go watch that movie. So
did you hear about the Addams Family recently?
I have not actually.
Yeah, you know what the Addams Family is, right?
Yeah, I've seen the original movie.
Apparently they're actually going to animate it. They're going to CG animate it. Yeah, I saw it on Instagram the other day while I was looking
Wow.
through my timeline. They're actually gonna animate it.
I'm not gonna lie. I personally already love the movie the way it is, and I'm excited to see how it's gonna be animated.
It doesn't look like it's
because-
gonna be remastered, but it's
Wow.
gonna be a different script. But they're still gonna keep in all those elements of comedy, probably to bring in newer audiences. I just thought if you're gonna make a movie like that, and somebody brought up a good point through the comment section of the post. They shouldn't have CG. They should have made it CG. They probably should have given. If they were gonna redo it, revamp the whole thing. I think that if you're gonna get somebody on it for that kind of movie, you should have got. I forgot what was the director for, or the creator of the Coraline movie or something else. I don't know. Tim Burton. There you go. His name's Tim Burton. Tim Burton would have been the kind of person to make that movie really grimy and dark and make it really good. I just think that with CG animation, they're doing that way too much with Hotel Transylvania.
Oh,
I thought it
okay.
was good, but they're doing a little too much of that, and it's starting to get a little bit cringy.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm excited nonetheless, but it's been a while, so this is gonna be an interesting movie, I'll say.
Wow. Well, thank you for letting me know. I just learned something because I didn't even know that this was going on.
Yeah, I thought it was out of this world for me. I've only seen a few clips or I've never had a lot of time to watch it myself, but mainly because there's no reruns. But if I have the time, I'll probably look over the original, see what'll change in the new movie.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Oh, yeah. One thing I will say I'm not looking forward to is the new Aladdin movie.
Why?
Have you seen the new Aladdin movie?
I have not actually. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a person that's not really into big movies like that. But when I do pop up in my timeline, I'll go ahead look into the trailer. But
Well, for one, I'm not looking forward to any of it. I'm really not.
can you point out one reason why you're not looking forward to watching
It just
the movie?
it just seems so off. I can't specify what I don't like because there's not too much to go off of. But they completely change. You know how Jafar looks,
Oh
right?
wow, no way.
Jafar does not look at his menacing self. He really does not. Will Smith is going to be the new genie, and the guy who originally was the street rat. I forgot his name. I don't know. It kind of just does. It just seems like a shadow of its former self. Really, we don't have too much to go off of, but I can't take it seriously.
Yeah.
It just won't be the same the way it was when Robin Williams used to be around. And rest in
Yeah.
peace, that man. He was a legend. I don't think it's going to be the same. I don't think it's going to live up to the expectations of the original movie.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, I'm gonna look into that, and maybe next time I'll let you know of my honest opinion about it. Because I personally love Aladdin, you know, the whole cartoon anime version. But can't wait to see it's gonna look like now.
Well,
Maybe the younger generation will like it. Maybe, who knows? But
let's just hope for the best.
Yeah.
Really, it's gonna be a year full of surprises, maybe changes,
Oh,
probably
definitely.
some experimentation. Especially with speaking of experimentation, there's gonna be a new setting, a new set of obstacles that we're gonna see in the new Frozen 2 movie.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That I actually didn't expected that. I thought Frozen was just.
They just couldn't let it go, really. They just couldn't let it go.
That was what.
That was probably the worst joke I kind of
Yeah,
probably
it
could
kind
have
of
said
was,
something
but
about
hey,
it.
it was
Yeah.
kind of funny.
Yeah, but I'm interested. I kind of was really upset. I kind of was upset knowing that I'm gonna have to go through another 6-7 months of Frozen 2 on my timeline.
Yeah.
And a lot of reruns of the first movie.
And maybe even memes.
Oh God, the memes. No, I'm just gonna, as much as I'm gonna have to grit my teeth with my nephews and my siblings who watched the first movie and loved it. I'm gonna have to grit my teeth and hope for the best for this movie. I really do hope it's as good as it looks right now.
I hope so too.
Well, really appreciate you coming out here today.
No,
It was a
honestly,
really good podcast.
thank you for having me. This is my first time doing a podcast, and I actually enjoyed it. It's like a one-on-one conversation, and just go with the flow. And there's some really cool topics to talk about. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for showing up.